What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel of Stone Mandalorian. It's your boy Stone Mando, and today, as you can see, we're taking a look at a brand new, well, it's not totally brand new, it's actually from the neck down. This is actually the same old Batgirl mold that we've seen in the McFarlane line before, but it does have a new head sculpt and a brand new vinyl wired cape, so I'm pretty stoked about that. This is really just a classic DC classic Batgirl, and that is literally what this was DC Classic. And we'll just go ahead and jump straight into the packaging here. You see we have the McFarlane Toys logo right there, getting that in focus. We have the big window showing the figure itself. Got some brand new Batgirl head sculpt there with the cool cell shading. Got some accessories, shows the card, the stand, etc., etc. DC Multiverse Batgirl. You see DC Classic Batgirl. And this is where this packaging shines. Look at this right here, dude. This is some really badass freaking package art, man. That is phenomenal. Very, very cool. So you can see here's the McFarlane, some other writing and such. On the bottom is the barcode and the legalese, so you can pause that and check it out. On the other side is just the Batgirl. Shows you there's some QR code there for something if you want to pause that and check it out too. But other than that, that's really all of that there is to it. So I'm super stoked to have this. I found it at GameStop and it was the last one, the only one on the shelf. So I was pretty excited for this. Obviously, it's a little bit of a letdown because a lot of us already have this Batgirl mold. It would have been cool to see a new sculpt for the body, but it is what it is. It's still a really classic look. We have the gray with the yellow and the blue instead, whereas the older version is just kind of like the yellow and dark black, you know. So this is badass, very classic look for Batgirl. So let's not waste any time and crack this thing open. And standard with every McFarlane figure, we do have a DC Multiverse stand, a peg, and then the DC Classic logo right there. Here's the collector card with that beautiful, awesome artwork of Batgirl, and on the back is a bio or the data file, so you can pause that and give it a read. Here's her Batarang, just cast in a regular blue plastic. And the iconic weapon of use other than the Batarang for the Bat family is the grapnel gun. And this has got a very nice little kind of like whip to it. It looks pretty cool. Todd, I know you're not watching this, but if any of Todd's people are, can y'all please quit doing this where y'all put the cape through? I know why y'all do it, so it keeps the cape nice in the back, but like, this is a pain in the ass pulling it through here. It's not a big deal, but like with some of for this one, it's not a big deal, but like for the fabric capes, but for like the sculpted plastic, it just, y'all, there's gotta be some other better way y'all can do this, I feel like. And now here's the figure herself, and man, I gotta say, this blue and yellow is striking, dude. I really fuck with this fucking blue and gray look a whole lot, man. That yellow just, it has a pop on it. But y'all know, just look at the blue on the vinyl. It's a little stiff than what I'd like, but that also kind of helps it maintain its shape. Not my favorite material that I've seen McFarlane use, that's for sure. But real quick, we'll just take a look at the sculpt and the paint and all that good stuff, and you can just see the eyes and the lips are done so nicely here. Very precisely painted. Those eyes are a bright baby blue. I love the cell shading here on the cowl, on the front of her cowl, and her hair is also very nicely sculpted as well. Barbara did have red hair in some continuities. Got the yellow popping on the utility belt and the bat symbol. Her gloves looking really, really good. And then this is just the same old Batgirl mold. We've seen this mold before. There is pins in it and the elbows as well. We've seen this buck before, but it's still, it works for this figure. Like it does look awesome, and it really does pull it off, but it would have been nice to get just a brand new buck, you know. But Todd's just trying to put out what he can before Mattel gets the license in 2026. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and take a look at the articulation. And I was already kind of messing around with the head, and I was curious how the hair was going to hold up with the head articulation, but it's actually kind of pliable. It's got a little bit of a give, not a lot, but you actually can get a little bit of side-to-side tilt, but the hair is just going to kind of push it back. But the hair does have a little bit of pliability to it, not a lot. Not really a whole lot of head articulation, to be quite honest with y'all. And even turning her head, she probably could do it, but it's just going to get, you know, the hair is just going to run into the cape and the sculpt itself. So as far as head articulation, it is limited. You can turn it around and kind of make her look different ways, of course, but it's not anything to write home about or anything. We do have a single joint ball hinge here in the shoulder, and then this is like not really a butterfly joint, but it's kind of like a spacer joint. It kind of acts like a butterfly joint. So then we have double pinned joints at the elbows and the knee, so you can get the forearm to touch the bicep below 90, and the same thing with the knees here. You can get the calf to touch that hamstring way below 90. Then there is a dumbbell joint here at the waist, so you can get some nice side-to-side lateral motion. That's really awesome. Even some nice back and forth ab crunch. That's pretty nice. There is a, I was trying to see, is there a swivel right here? There is a cut here at the waist, but it's not really, there it goes. Mine's just tight. It's just a little bit stiff, but there is also a cut here, and let's see if I can, no, it's just, okay. So there is a cut here at the utility belt, at the utility waist. What the hell, Stone? Y'all know why I'm talking like this, because I'd be before the reviews. But no, utility. Everybody needs their utility waist. It's very important. My bad, y'all. Utility belt. There is a cut here at the waist behind her utility belt. The hips, due to these soft overlays that Todd uses on the groin region of most of these figures, it does have a little bit of give to it, as you can see. Kind of has a little bit of softness there. So she can kick straight out in front of her very well all the way. She's actually got a lot of nice range of kickback as well. That's actually really good range of kickback. Feet go down very far. They come up a fair amount. There's also forward-facing pin for side-to-side tilt and toe hinge articulation. So pretty badass. And then also the thigh swivel. There is no thigh swivel, but the way, I don't even know what to call these joints. These are such weird joints, man. But they're not dumbbell joints. It's something like really different. But there is a little bit of swivel there. It's not a whole lot, you can see. Actually, you can turn this one a lot more. This one might just be, yeah, okay. So there is it does have some rotation at the hip, but there's not an actual cut for the thigh swivel. But does anybody know what type of joints these are for the articulation? I'm very curious, because I have no idea what to call them. So looking at the articulation, the paint, the sculpt, and all that good stuff, her cowl looks absolutely awesome. Man, I love this cell shading on her cowl. But then getting onto the cape, it's got some very nice stitching going down to it. There is a wire in it, so you can pose it how you want to. The inside is a very nice glossy black, as well as the outside is a glossy blue. So it's just, even like kind of folding up like that, it just looks really, really good, man. It is a little bit of a stiff material, so it looks a little poofy. It kind of sticks out. But depending on the pose that you get her in, this cape can really speak a lot. And just like when you spread it out, look at how it looks with the gray costume, the gray and the yellow against that pop of the black and the cape. That looks freaking badass, man. And here's a pretty cool Batgirl pose, if I do say so myself. And you can just see the dynamicness of the cape here, the manipulation that you can give to it. It just adds so much. Oh man, it just adds so much flavor to any kind of pose. But I'm actually kind of feeling this pose right here. She's got the grapnel gun. She's about to shoot up the building in Gotham. This is a really badass looking figure, man. Like I said earlier, it would have been nice to get brand new mold from the neck down and not just a new head sculpt and a new cape. But at the same time, it works. It works for what it is. And just another pose for you here. Just look at this, man. I'm actually kind of. This cape is growing on me. This cape is really growing on me. Now that I'm fiddling around with it more, it's still not my favorite material that they've used in the line, but at the same time, oh man, I gotta say, dude, that looks pretty freaking cool, man. This is awesome. I'm kind of like already overlooking the fact that this is an old sculpt. It's just the yellow, the color scheme mix up just does it really does change it up a whole freaking lot, man. That's a dope pose right there. This is an awesome action figure, man. Dude, I really need to get a flight stand for my figure reviews, because this would be great to throw on a flight stand right now, so y'all could really get like a full 360-degree view without having to see my hands in it. This cape is magnificent, dude. I love the way it spreads out. Like, just look at that shit, dude. It's so grand, man. Just look at that right there. That's awesome. Really badass figure, man. So I am smitten over this Batgirl figure. I'm just obsessed with the blue, gray, and yellow look. The gray and blue is just like a classic. That's just a classic Bat family color, you know. And they got the Barbara Gordon red hair, right? I know this is the same buck from the neck down as the other Batgirl with that weird side eye, but I don't know. It like I said already, it works, and it gets the point across for this version of Batgirl. So I love the cape. The articulation is awesome. This is a good action figure. The pins can be a little unsightly to some people, but that's going to allow you some awesome articulation. The accessories are minimal, but it's really everything relevant. That's what she's got. Her batarang. She's got her grapnel gun, and that's really all you need for anybody in the Bat family, you know. And just going onto the cape, I know I said this material is a little bit thicker, and it does have a little bit of rigidity and stiffness to it. While that is a good thing, because it does kind of like help the cape hold its shape, and it just seems a little bit bigger and more grand. It is a little frustrating when you're trying to get it to just kind of lay, because you really have to fiddle with it and fold the fabric in a way that there's actually some tutorials on how you're supposed to fold a cape. Like there's numerous different superhero folds. I know that probably sounds crazy. You're probably like, Stone, what the fuck are you talking about? But there are actually numerous methods and ways to fold or crease a cape and a cloak. You're probably asking, how do I know that? I don't know. I'm just telling you. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can make this cape look good to lay naturally. But how you see it right here, this dynamic flowing in the wind look, this is really where this material kind of shines. And like this is really, I'm kind of fucking with it. At first I was like, I'm not really feeling the soft goods on this. But then as I started to fiddle around with it, I was like, oh yeah, all right, I'm starting to get the hang of it now. So it does have a good flow to it. Nice, broad, like wide distribution of the cape itself. It holds its shape very well. The paint on this figure is awesome. I know it's that older buck, like I said, but it's good articulation. The new head sculpt looks freaking awesome. I love the paint apps on that, the eyes and the lips, very nicely done. So my main consensus is, if you're a McFarlane fan or a Batgirl fan, it's worth picking up. Even if you already have that older Batgirl with the side eye, like I said, same buck, same body from the neck down, but you may already have this figure in your collection, but you don't have this look of this figure, this color scheme. And I gotta say, in my opinion, it does suck paying retail for another Batgirl buck that we all already have. But I feel like for the blue and gray, the blue and yellow color scheme with the new head sculpt, it's got that awesome Barbara Gordon red hair coming out, with even with a little bit of cell shading on the cowl. I just think that's where it's at, man. I just think it looks fucking awesome. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here before I yap any longer than I need to. Hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. Also consider subscribing if you're not already. I also have a channel membership if you would be so kind as to check that out. I have a couple of different tiers available, but it's not necessary at all. Liking, watching, comment, subscribe, and all that good YouTube shenanigans is really all I need to just continue to help me push my channel up into the algorithm. I just appreciate just that alone. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for making this video a part of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.